What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live talking about this upcoming DraftKings NBA 7 gamer. So I'm pretty excited about this NBA DFS slate. We obviously have MLB today, so I'd be interested to see how the contests look for NBA for today because everybody's going to be flocking to obviously MLB. So am I, but I'm still going to play some NBA. How can you not, in my opinion? But before we begin, like usual, hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel. It's been a ton, as y'all know. Definitely check out the website for my breakdowns, which I cannot wait for y'all to tune in for. And like usual, definitely spread the love for this video. And let's begin for this NBA DFS 7 gamer. So Philly and Cleveland. So on this Philly team, Ben Simmons, what has been happening with Ben Simmons? There's been no Joel Embiid. And look, 20, 25, 38, 39. That's not great for Ben Simmons with no Joel Embiid. In my opinion, it should be way higher. The price is now under 9K. I can't get to any of Ben Simmons still. Tobias Harris, though, on the other hand, I definitely do like him. He's been more consistent. In my opinion, I'd much rather get to Tobias Harris, Dwight Howard. I'm just shaking my head. Dwight Howard, 20, 25, 11, 18. There's going to be people that bought Score Watch, which I don't think you can with Dwight Howard. He's been either fouled out or technical fouls have been basically getting him out of the game. I'm going right back to Dwight Howard, though, in this matchup with no Jared Allen. Danny Green, Seth Curry, Shea Milton. Y'all know how it goes with all three of those guys. They're super scoring dependent. Just be careful. Cleveland, no Jared Allen, no Larry Nance, and then the washed up Kevin Love. So what do you want to do with Kevin Love? That's the main question. Because 5'4", he's questionable. And there's no other bigs on this team right now that could stop basically any of Ben Simmons or Tobias Harris or Dwight Howard. So, in my opinion, let's get some Colin Sexton at 7'2". I like that. Still with Darius Garland in play. I know. I like me some Dean Wade at 4'6". I like me some Isaiah Hartenstein. How can you not like Hartenstein here? He's going to be the big man on the team. 35 points, 26. He went 2 for 8, and he still got you 14 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 block. Per field stats are there. I love him at 3.7. Washington and Detroit. Let's talk about Washington. You have to play Westy if there's no Brad Beal. You have to, in my opinion. There's no way around it. You absolutely have to play Russell Westbrook with no Bradley Beal, possibly. Rio Jamora, I like him here at 6'8". The rest of the guys are just meh. In my opinion, if there's no Brad Beal, you can certainly get to some Jerome Robertson still at 3.5. I don't trust Denny, though, the way he's been shooting the ball. On Detroit, I like me some Jeremiah Grant, but be careful with that because he's super inconsistent. I'm not getting the Plumlee. No, thank you. Sadiq Bey, I like him running the point at 5'7". Josh Jackson, he's in play possibly, but I'm much rather get to Diallo, who Diallo has been on fire recently. So I like me some Henrik Diallo, 36, 43 points. Definitely give me some of him. And Kojo at 4.2. He's a nice value if you want to get to him. Charlotte and Brooklyn on this Charlotte team. So Terry Rozier or Gordon Hayward, that's the big question of the night. Who do you rather go to? I'd rather go to Terry Rozier. I know he's getting the better stats. I know he's getting more of the peripherals. He's more consistent, in my opinion. Also, I love me some Terry Rozier here. Devontae Graham, it just depends on the minutes. If he's getting over 30 minutes, I like him. If he's not, then that's a tough sell for me. So, PJ Washington, definitely no thank you. When Chalk PJ Washington is there, I'm not playing him. The rest of the guys I'm not really getting too much of on this team. Brooklyn, James Harden's questionable. So what does that mean? Give me all of Kyrie Irving here. I love him at 9.8. Give me some Bruce Brown at 4.7. But this is a back-to-back, so be careful because we could also see James Harden be out because of that and Kyrie be out. So we just need to kind of wait and see what happens with this Brooklyn team. So I'm waiting to talk about that game. Golden State and Miami, this is an awful game in my opinion. Steph Curry at 9.6, no thank you. I'm not getting any Andrew Wiggins and Danny Green now, or Draymond Green now. I'm not getting any of these guys. Jordan Poole's way too overpriced now with Steph Curry. No, thank you. And Victor Oladipo is now on the team for the Heat and playing in this game. So you know what that means? I'm crossing off this team fully. I'm not playing any of the Heat. I want to see how this works with Victor Oladipo because that takes away from Butler and Bam. So I just can't do it. I can't get to any of this team. Orlando and New Orleans. Or Orlando, yeah, and New Orleans. So Terrence Ross, MCW, Okiki, Bacon, Porter Jr., Carter Jr., Kim Birch. What do you want to do with this Magic team? That's the biggest question. This is a fast-paced matchup. The problem is you don't know who's going to go off, you don't know who's going to get the minutes. Maybe you get some Terrence Ross 7-1, but I'd much rather just go elsewhere on this team. New Orleans. So here we go. Zion and Lonzo Ball. What happens with these two guys? If they're both out, oh my. Oh man. Give me Brandon Ingram, give me NAW, give me Josh Hart to run this team. So I love this New Orleans team. If there's no Zion and Lonzo Ball, I'm hoping that they're both out so we can get some value on this slate that I'm loving. So definitely stay tuned for that game. Atlanta and San Antonio. On the Atlanta side, Trae Young, Capella, fire those two guys up. There's no John Collins. So I'm loving both those guys. Bog and Gallinari. I really get to Bog, who is now shooting lights out and who is getting more minutes. I love him on this play. The rest of the guys are just not really for me. Spurs. So DeRozan, Jonathan Murray, Derek White. I really get to DeRozan and Jonathan Murray. They both looked good recently. I like them. Patty Mills possibly with no Lonnie Walker. He could get more additional minutes. I don't mind that at 4-1. Pirtle in this matchup with no Collins. There's still Capella, so be careful. Last game of the slate for us, Denver and Clippers. So Nikola Jokic, they might double team him, so be careful with that. I'm kind of off of him now. Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., I'm not chasing that good game. I can't do it. I'm not chasing that. They're a good shooting game. Aaron Gordon has not looked great at all. I can't get to him either. Clippers. So the big news is no Paul George and Marcus Morris Sr. is questionable. So if Marcus Morris Sr. is out, give me Reggie Jackson, and obviously give me some more Batum. We just need to wait and see what happens with Marcus Morris. No Paul George, fire up Kawhi as a pay-up option. You have to play Kawhi on the slate. So that wraps up the slate for us, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Have a good and safe rest of your day. Have a good one, everybody.